What's up guys, back with another video. This video is going to be a little bit less technical because this video is literally for you to understand that becoming a successful fitness coach is not linear. And I want you to understand that even though I became massively successful with my fitness coaching business, well actually me and my brother, so me and my twin brother are the two coaches who ran the fitness coaching business. Even though we became massively successful, it's not linear, it's not easy to get there, and we weren't always like that, okay? So all the knowledge that I'm sharing on this channel is literally the market leading knowledge because I had to suffer through so many challenges and I took so many losses as an online fitness coach that it's hard to comprehend. Right? And through those challenges, did I become an actual extremely successful coach? Through those challenges, I made it in life. Through those challenges, I learned what actually works, and this is why I can actually help my clients. Okay, so let's start in the beginning, right? I'm going to go through basically my whole story so you understand where I'm coming from and why I know what I know. Okay, so first of all, I was 19 years old, I just finished school, right? And I traveled out to the UK because I had the dream of becoming a professional fighter. Okay, that was my first ever dream in my life, all right? So this is where I started acquiring a work ethic. I've been a fighter since I was 8 years old, and I decided this is my huge life goal, to become a professional fighter. And one of the best gyms in the entire world is in the UK. It's called Bad Company Gym. And actually, it was my dream to start training there, but the problem is that obviously you need money to live, right? So basically, I was working as a barista. My brother was working as a cleaner. As you can see, I was making coffee for a living, and my brother was working as a cleaner. We were making minimum wage. Obviously, we were broke as hell. We were kind of depressed because it was a horribly difficult situation. You know, we lived in the worst area of the city called Leeds. I believe it's the second or third biggest city in the UK. And we lived in a worse area. Like literally there were people fighting every day, you know, outside on the street. There were junkies all over, like people who abuse drugs. You know, it was a horrible area. But this is what we had to go through, working a minimum wage job and having a dream to become a pro fighter. So obviously we worked really, really hard for that goal. And then we actually became pro fighters. We became very, very good in what we did. And we thought that, okay, finally, we have professional fights. This is something that we can utilize now. We are starting to achieve our dreams. But then our dreams were crushed, right? We were financially wasted and we didn't have any plan B. And basically started doubting if we can ever be successful because lockdown came. This was right around the coronavirus. Okay, so right around the coronavirus, when all the lockdowns happened in the UK, it was crazy. Like you couldn't even get a barber. There weren't shows, there weren't fights, and nobody knew for how long. Nobody knew for how long there is not going to be. So our entire dreams were crushed. So like if you see this, like already how many failures that we encountered. We were working minimum wage job just as we getting close to our dream. It's exactly then it's crushed, and like literally we were thinking about even going home and like giving up all of our dreams. But obviously, if you're an entrepreneur, then you know that that's not what people do, right? If you have been running a business for a long time, you know that giving up is not an option. And this wasn't an option for us either. And actually, because it was a lockdown and we had all this time on our hands, we decided, okay, we have a very important skill, which is health and fitness. We know that we have that skill. We know that there are personal trainers. And this is actually when we started our first ever business. Okay, we didn't start coaching people in person. We immediately started with online coaching, right? We took on our first ever business coach. The problem is that you know, in the beginning, obviously, this didn't go too well too. Okay, it went better than working in a minimum salary job, but we were scammed with multiple business coaches, right? We struggled to make 2,000 per month. We were every single day we were working until burnout, contemplating even giving up the business. Like many times, I think every day I went to bed thinking about, is it worth it? Making barely any cash, but like struggling to reach this dream because I knew that it's possible. The problem was that we paid for all of these these business coaches, right? And they were giving us advice, but it was like, it never really worked out because I got a 5-minute call with a huge business guru who told me a few advices, right? I mean, okay, I can thank them because I started my business, but honestly, I was kind of on my own. Obviously, not saying completely bad things about my business coaches, because look, they did what they could, you know, so and they give some very valuable advice, and if I didn't have them, obviously I wouldn't have got to where I am. But that being said, most of this was me figuring stuff out. Most of this is me literally grinding and looking for systems and processes until I succeed and until I find the right way of building up a business. Probably, if you're watching this video, it's very, very likely that you're somewhere here. You're having up and down months. You don't know how to go through, right? You don't know how to break through that, how to break this glass ceiling that's above your head. You're grinding for cause, grinding for results. Like, trust me, I know what you mean. I exactly know what you mean by that, okay? I went through the exact same process. I was there. I went to bed every single day thinking about giving up, okay? But I didn't. And the only way, and this is the scary part, right? And I knew this from the beginning. Time is not going to have. Like, spending more time in business is not going to happen. It's just going to lead to burnout, right? You're never going to be successful with your fitness coaching business if you expect that, well, time and experience will do it for me, okay? No matter how much time or how long you've been coaching, you're not going to get up to the next level if you don't develop the right systems and processes. And this is what I had to realize, okay? I know many people who become extremely successful in a year, and I know many people who have been doing that for 5 years, and they haven't managed to crack their first $10,000 month, right? Now, what the difference is, well, one of them knows the systems and the others don't, right? And basically from this point, this was a few-year period, basically I realized the key, okay? I realized basic understandings of how to run a health and fitness company, and actually how to get boundless clients, right? Boundless calls, like basically 3 to 5 calls every single day. And this is when I finally figured things out. We cracked our first several 6 figures. We had our full business on automatic, and we started scaling. Obviously there we had many issues, right? We worked with agencies, we worked with random setters, with VAs, right? None of them worked out. And then through these trials and tribulations, finally we happened to scale up. We tested different ads, spent loads on ads, and then actually managing to land it. And then we started having 3 to 5 calls a day, 40 to 60% closing rate with an amazing offer. I could say that at the time, like still to this day, probably our fitness offer was the best in the industry, and that's why so many people wanted to book a call with us. And also that's why so many people wanted to actually do this. Okay, why we got so immense success. So the point of this video is basically not for me to flex, okay? It's the complete opposite. It's for me to show you that, look man, this, this period of my life is the most important period. The success is just very recent. It's the result of this whole period, okay? So if you're somewhere at this stage, trust me, you're not going to get that until you know the right processes, okay? So it's amazing that you stumbled on this YouTube video. Maybe this is the first video that you have been watching from me, okay? Go through all the content, all right? And literally just understand the systems that I'm talking about there, because trust me, I have went through everything, I tried everything, spent 50,000 plus on business coaches, okay, tried to hire VAs, tried to hire appointment setters, learned how to train them, learned how to scale ads, learned how to formulate an offer. I literally became the highest level expert in helping anyone to scale their fitness coaching business, and this is exactly what I'm teaching to you, okay? So I became quickly the most successful fitness coach that I know and that I know of, and this is what I'm teaching exactly to my clients, so they don't need to go through everything, right? So my biggest goal with my company is that you don't need to stuck here, right? To get stuck here, or go back to where you were before, right? Working in a 9 to 5. Maybe you are not working in a minimum salary job like me, right? I started from really low, but you don't need to go back there, okay? So if you're struggling and you can resonate with my story and you really had enough of up and down months and you want to scale this up to multiple 5 figures every single month, 50K a month, 60K a month, 100K a month, right? 6 figures a month, book a call with us, okay? Trust me, I understand your situation. And if I look at your business structure, I will exactly know what you need to adjust, because trust me, I've done everything out there, as I already mentioned. I'm going to exactly know what to adjust. Book a call with us, okay? There is a link in the description. And, we can have a conversation. I can get to know your whole business story, and I can exactly tell you what to correct. And also go through all of my YouTube videos, all right? They literally are, they have copy-paste DM processes. They have everything there is, okay? They have exact VA and appointment setting training guides. They have the exact systems and processes, ad copies. You have everything. And we are going to give all of that to you in the program. We are going to launch that for you, okay? So book a call with us, okay? Give it a chance. Literally, it's going to change your life. If you want to get to this stage where I am right now, then you need to give it a chance. So thank you very much. See you on the call, and see you on my next video.